Job Vlog.
I want to tell you guys about the Mad Box. This comes from Slightly Mad Studios. You may be best familiar with their work in Project Cars, which I downloaded for free as it was an Xbox Live Games with Gold title. And I played it a little bit, and I'll tell you, it had great graphics and was incredibly difficult. A car simulation game that was very unforgiving, but I kind of like that, and I may, because I found that challenging and all, I may give it another go. I will say, I don't really like what they're doing here. This scheme to get into the console market, when I feel like those in the console market are trying to get out of the console market, yeah, they're coming up with something they're calling the Mad Box. This will be a game console said to be the most powerful. It will have high-end PC specs at the time that it comes out in, maybe 2 years? Is that about when it's hitting? It's going to have high frame rate 4K and VR capabilities. And it's not going to have any exclusives, which I suppose if somebody small is getting into the space, they got to cut corners somewhere. And their thinking is that if we don't develop games, if we just make an enticing platform for people to develop on, we offer... I don't know what you're really offering that's different, though. Like, look, if you don't have a mascot, you're in a lot of trouble. Even Xbox gets a mascot in the form of Master Chief. How long can you keep people coming back if they don't fall in love with the character of the system? Like, these are the kind of things that help Nintendo be so successful, right? Or does Sega stay in the game as long as they did without Sonic the Hedgehog? PlayStation has many properties. Not necessarily a mascot right now, but if you don't have anybody, what makes somebody jump the ship they're glued to go to the Mad Box? As I tell people, hey, I've had some serious issues with Microsoft hardware, like 6 Xbox 360s breaking on me, 4 controllers on the Xbox One busting, I think 2 or 3 headsets along the way. Shouldn't I just go to PlayStation? Well, I probably should, but I'd lose all my reputation on Xbox. I'd lose my achievements, my gamer score. No, they're not actually lost to history, but you start anew when you jump platforms. If I wanted to continue playing Overwatch for the hardly any views that I get on YouTube, I'd have to start all over. Have to level up an account to 25, probably not get the, what do they call it, PSN handle, whatever, the gamer tag equivalent. May not be able to get the tag I want. These are kind of things that can happen when you jump. Does the Mad Box have anything going on in the way of that structure? Maybe it would be nice to be on a console where you're not paying $60 a year to play online. Is that the enticement they have? Or would they be like, you know what? If everybody else is charging, I guess we can get away with it too, right? Is it going to be an Android box? Is that the play here? Because I'll tell you what, the RetroArch team has made it their mission in 2019 to bring RetroArch to the Xbox One. That has me second-guessing getting a standalone, like a NVIDIA Shield TV to try to play retro games on. Now, I like the idea of the Shield TV because it has the capability to record your gameplay and put it up on Twitch. Well, if RetroArch can fire up on the Xbox One, does that mean it's compatible with Twitch and you can play old school games via Twitch or record them so I can make more retro reviews? If you're wondering where that series is, I do have a review shot. I need to edit it, but I've had very severe issues collecting footage and trying to make those as my cameras die on me halfway through the playthroughs, and it's just a pain in the dick. So that's where I'm at on that. And if RetroArch has come to the Xbox One and I'm bored with all the Xbox games, I can at least dig back in the past and give you guys some retro reviews to ignore, right? I don't see the appeal of the Mad Box, and they go and they tease the image of it, and it looks goofy as shit. It looks like a PC tower that has been done up with this M. And are they thinking of like the original Xbox like prototype look? more of a concept for promotion. That, that giant like silver X. Wasn't it a big silver X it was, right? And that wasn't going in anybody's house. That wasn't going in the entertainment cabinet. It wasn't going underneath your TV. This thing looks like a PC. Where else could you put it but by your desk? I hope it doesn't look like that in final, but it's got to look different than everything else, right? To stand apart, and I guess this stand apart, you got to light up M. Okay, sure. You got some people's attention, right? And that will do it for the free version of the Recently Canceled Podcast, episode 44. Yeah, I just at the last minute had to look and see what was going on and talk about whatever I was up to. If you want to check out the full episode, not that I think you will, but, hit up that Patreon, patreon.com/Von Fry. $1 a month gets you full access. You don't even have to get the ads. You don't have to wait for me to chop these up and upload them to YouTube. None of that stuff.